Jay, you want to start?
All right, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to After the Huddle. Now on Zoom, available on Zoom. We're gonna be putting this out on YouTube and on other places, but we've been wanting to start to get into doing more video stuff. So, there we go. But yeah. So what we're gonna go ahead and get into, we got a few different topics today. We're gonna talk about why Joe Burrow has been sacked, 92 times in the past 2 seasons?
In the past 2 years, bro, 92 times.
Damn near $100.
I'm saying, like, he's almost at 100. That's ridiculous. 2 seasons, bro. 2 seasons. Like, that's like Jameis Winston throwing picks. 30 for 30.
Got to get LASIK for it.
Oh, that's funny. But no, 92. I was telling Jared earlier, we were just chatting before, 92 times, and that man had a hurt knee, but in 2 years. Now, imagine just you're walking or like jogging or something, and out of nowhere, someone just smacks you 92 times throughout 2 years. How many times are you getting up?
I'm not getting up a lot.
I mean, yeah, and you're also got pads on, this and that. Like they got a cleat stepping on your hand, stepping on your knee, bro. How many times are you getting up?
Yeah, I'm not. I'll be honest. I'm not getting up a lot after that. It's just too much.
You mean to tell me for the rest of for like 2 years straight, I gotta get slapped as hard as I can, 92 times? Nah, bro, miss me on
to earn that money. And the thing is, any one of those times, it could be lights out.
For real.
Any one of those times, lights out.
One good time, ETE.
Or straight. You don't even remember yourself or anybody around you, or as lights out, you up in heaven. Or in a better
place. They need to find a better way to protect him. And don't get me wrong. I can see that they're trying to make moves. Didn't they sign Orlando Brown Jr.?
They did.
Yeah. So I mean, you can see they're trying. It's something, but they got to get it together. But this dude is a franchise-changing quarterback. And you're going to let him go out like David Carr did with the Texans.
Yeah. Look, so I said the same thing earlier before you got on. I was telling Quinn, I was like, bro, it's like I'm telling people this right now. Whether you an LSU fan, an Ohio State fan, a Ravens fan, a Cincinnati fan, a football fan in general, Joe Burrow wins that Super Bowl, he gets a statue in Cincinnati.
Oh, yeah. If Joe Burrow wins a Super Bowl for Cincinnati, he's getting a statue.
So you mean to tell me dude not only grew up in Ohio, played ball in Ohio, played college ball in Ohio, then transfers to LSU, wins the championship at LSU, goes number 1 to Cincinnati.
Yep, back in Ohio.
Back in Ohio, his home state. Already went to the Super Bowl his sophomore year. So now if he wins it, hands down, he's getting the Super Bowl. No matter if he's only wins one or not, he's getting a fucking statue.
I think he's getting one. I don't know. I think he's going to be like another Peyton Manning. He might be able to get one later in his career if he plays with a good defense. But there's just so many good quarterbacks out now with good teams.
That division.
That division's crazy.
That conference, I mean, my bad. Because, like, you still think you're still facing Josh Allen. You're still facing Mahomes.
And Herbert.
Herbert, you got Lamar, you got potentially Aaron Rodgers, which I don't know if that's really going to happen or not.
I don't know or not.
Dude, I think Aaron Rodgers might be going to Mars soon, bro.
To me, that whole Aaron Rodgers situation, I don't think it's going to happen. I'm 100% with y'all. I don't think it happens because the Jets don't want to come off the 13th pick, and
well, no, the man's like 30-something years old. Why would you give up a 13th pick for him?
No, 100%. Because I think Green Bay has the 15th pick because New England's got the 14th. So, I mean, what's the issue? You know, just trading up 2 spots or just staying in place. To me, honestly, I think Green Bay should just tell Aaron Rodgers, like, look, fuck it, we not trading you. We got to deal with the headache until you retire.
I hope not.
I mean,
What else? But what else is there to do if nobody else wants them? Like wants him, so to speak. Even if he can also change the game a little bit at 30, whatever he is year old, like he still has some miles left in him, so to speak. But who's as Jacobs? Who's going to deal with the headache? Like who really is? And we hope that it's not.
No, that's the one that's out here.
Okay.
no.
Same color. See?
I mean, there's a lot of teams I think that would deal with with Aaron Rodgers.
Who? Name one.
Quarterback needy teams. I can tell you that much. Whether Washington, who knows what's going on with Washington's quarterback situation?
I do. They're starting Sam Howell next season.
Oh, word. So I would just take them off. Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay could be one. I mean, I don't think Baker's gonna be the issue.
Tampa Bay could be a team. They got skill players everywhere.
Everywhere besides the quarterback position now because Brady's gone. You got Baker Mayfield who's coming in. I mean, it's Baker Mayfield. Can't say like.
Didn't he retire?
Baker? Nah.
No, okay. I'm thinking of someone else.
Mm-mm. Yeah, no, Baker never retired. Baker's just been shopped around more than you think of.
Huh.
I mean,
yeah, Baker's getting passed around like a common street whore.
So is Sam Darnold.
No. Here's one. I got one for y'all. Y'all completely forgot this name. Everybody's forgetting this name. Josh Rosen.
Hey,
Josh fucking Rosen, man.
Oh, sorry. I don't even know what to say about it. Like you, not only you get drafted by Arizona, you
then the very next year they draft another quarterback.
Who's Kyler Murray? Like they're like the GM's like, oh yeah, we fucked up on this. We gotta draft him.
After one season, you knew you fucked up after one season. Bro, I hate the NFL sometimes. Everybody is expecting immediate success from every player that steps off of the draft board, bro. It's insane. It's insane. You're not going to have immediate success. Not in this league. It's not going to happen.
I do want to speak on that because that does happen a lot in the footballing world in Europe and stuff, where you get an 18-year-old who gets a price tag of, let's say, 30 million. Shouldn't be worth 30 million. But let's say he's put up enough numbers and stats to go and get 30 million. People will start getting sick and tired of him after 2 seasons. One, if it's really bad. If it's really bad, it's maybe warranted. Like, dude, nah, he isn't ready for this. Go put him back in the minor leagues or something. But the NFL doesn't have a minor league. So the thing is, that's where it becomes a different mentality. You're in the big stage. Either you perform or you get out. And the thing is, you still need to give people the time to perform, but it is the NFL, the biggest sports network in the entire world.
Yep. No, I agree. I definitely agree.
Yeah.
Give them time, but how much time, especially when you've shown you can put up numbers. Now all you got to do is study the film, get bigger, get stronger. You got the best nutritionist, the best support system you can with an NFL team. There almost is no room for failure besides your own numbers.
Yeah,
I agree. I've never been a big fan of that. I've never been a big fan of it.
It just doesn't sit right. It really doesn't.
No.
See, my thing is, so originally the time frame used to be like 3 to 4 years for players, right? And within those years, you figure the team would figure out, okay, are we picking up the 5th-year option or are we not? Now, within the past like 5 years, 3 to 5 years, that time frame has dropped down to 2 years.
Want to know why?
So sometimes one. Obviously, we saw it with Josh Rosen.
Want to know why?
Yep.
Because of how many new people are coming into the draft every year with actually good talent and skill, and they would much rather pay money for that person than that person who didn't work out in a year, and they'd rather put more money to the newer.
Yeah, but the thing about it, Quinn, is it's some of these guys go into teams with terrible situations.
Yes.
Terrible situations, no skill players, bad cap situations, no defense. Look, everybody's been shitting on Derek Carr, but he has no defense. The Raiders' defense is one of the worst defenses in the league almost every single season. And then everybody's like, oh, it's Derek Carr's fault. How?
Bro,
well, if he's putting up numbers on his own, even regardless of that, like if he's putting, it's people are gonna look for a scapegoat, and as the quarterback or as a head coach, it's easy to be known as the scapegoat because he's not making us win. Got you, but it's a team sport, and even if the left tackle isn't doing his job right, that makes the entire team lose.
That's right.
If the punter can't punt the ball correct in the wind, if you don't know how to punt in the wind, they get an easy return or something. Like it's the whole team has to work, and it ain't just one person. Although one person can be the root cause of an entire team's demise.
Fair enough, yes. And not even player wise. We saw last year with what's his face, Urban Meyer with Jacksonville. We saw not last year, 2 years ago when he was the head coach. Well, head coach for what years?
Well, hold on. Urban Meyer might be a little bit of a different story. Urban Meyer was terrible. The stories that were coming out of Jacksonville were horrible, bro.
How do you kick your player? Bro, I don't understand. Not only did you not just kick a player, you kicked your kicker.
This is how you do it. Bam.
I got to do everything around here.
I got to do everything around. That's good. That's good.
But at the same time, but you as a coach, when you get, I've never gotten obviously to the NFL or to a point of I'm paying you to do a job, and we're making a lot of money off of you, so to speak. I've never been in a situation before, but that dude, if what y'all said for 11 years or whatever, how many years, you don't do that. You don't do that. That's disrespectful, and it makes your players not even want to play for you. Are you serious?
You see, the reason why college coaches have a tough time coming into the NFL and coaching is because they don't coach them like grown men. They're trying to coach them still like they're 18, 19, 20, sometimes 21 years old. But these guys are 27, 28, some are 30. They got kids, wife, a family. These are grown-ass men. You can't treat grown-ass men and teenagers and early 20 people the same. It's not going to work out for you. You can't coach them the same either.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yep. But all right, let's go ahead and move on to the next topic, Q.
Okay. Well, I know y'all wanted to hear my take on the Darren Waller trade to the New York Giants. What we gave up, I agreed with. Gave up a 3rd round pick. Or was it third or fourth?
I can't remember which one it was.
I think it was a 3rd. If I'm trying to remember just off the top of my head, I think it was a 3rd. But just giving up a 3rd a pick, I'm cool with that because it's high risk, high reward. It's like medium risk, high reward because we gave up a 3rd, which could be a good player. We know there's certain guys that come out of the 3rd round and they just hit. Some guys are diamonds in the rough. But we know what Darren Waller is capable of. We do. We've seen Darren Waller play for the Raiders, and he's played well. And that's not all Derek Carr. A lot of it is depending on Darren Waller. It does give Jones a weapon, which is what I clamored about and hammered the Giants on almost all season long because they just had no weapons for Jones. It's cool that we got to the playoffs and we won, but I was telling y'all from the get-go, I was like, we don't have anybody on the outside or even at tight end that scares him. We don't have nothing. So they're going to load the box up to prepare for Saquon and say, beat us one-on-one on the outside. And when you go up against a team, especially like Philly, who has 2 good corners, and you don't have nobody that can break open off these good corners one-on-one, there's nothing you could do. Your offense is stagnant.
This is true. This is what I was telling Quinn earlier. Now you got for Darren Waller. You got to account for Saquon. Don't really got any wide receivers. Then
No, I tell you what though, we took a whole bunch of receivers out for like dinners and went to pro days for receivers and stuff like that. So we're looking. I think we're going to draft. Everybody's like, oh, we're not going wide receiver. We're going probably wide receiver in the first round, Jared. That's what it's looking like.
I mean,
it's looking like they're going wide receiver
foundation for the upcoming years, right? So to speak, like at least with a new guy trying to put it in his mind, like, dude, you're it.
Well, the thing is that okay, so you got a new head coach, you got a new GM. They're a year in. All right, you lock down your quarterback. Okay, you lock down Dexter Lawrence here soon. You got Xavier McKinney, you got to lock down, and Kayvon Thibodeau in like 4 years because you could pick up his 5th-year option. So, and you got Evan Neal, who you can also pick up a 5th-year option for. So, you got young pieces. You add in Darren Waller, who's a veteran tight end. Hopefully, he can stay healthy. That's what we want. If he can stay healthy, that's going to be a great trade. That's where it's going to fluctuate at. But I think we go wide receiver in the first round. They've been eyeballing wide receivers. They've been taking them out to dinners and doing all this meetings and stuff with them. So I think that's where they go. And if not, they're definitely going to go in the second round with it. It's like inevitable. So
I'll get Zay Flowers.
I you know how I am. We have like a whole bunch of slot guys as it is. We got Robinson and Richie James. He's a free agent now, I think. But we got Darius Slayton, who's more of like a deep threat slot guy. They're not really good. Darius Slayton was number 2 in the league last year in drop rate percentage. That's not good.
What about Galladay?
We got rid of his ass. Thank you, Jesus.
That happened.
Like, thank God we got rid of him, bro. I'm excited. We're just paying him money for nothing. Like, he's sitting on the bench. He's not doing anything. He's not being productive. 2 seasons, caught 1 touchdown. Like, fuck out of here.
Horrible.
Yeah. Like, just go. Like, and I know it's not all on him because when Dable and them came in, they saw their contract and they saw him in preseason was like, why are y'all paying him all this fucking money? But yeah, that I think that's what they're gonna do. The Waller trade, I don't think they're gonna make any other big trades or pick up any other big free agents. I think they're gonna stick with what they got. They're gonna build. They're gonna get a skill player, wide receiver in the draft, and they're gonna give an extra weapon. That way you can move. You still got Shepard coming back as well. Shepard is coming back. He's coming back from injury, but he's coming back. So you can have a guy from a draft, Shepard and Slayton, with Richie James as your like slot guy number 4.
You can't forget about Wan'Dale Robinson.
You got Wan'Dale. He's going to be a part of it. He's going to be another slot guy. And then you got Waller. But you need a possession receiver. That's what I'm saying. We have all these slot guys. You need a possession guy. You need somebody who's like 6'3", 6'4", that can go get you 15 yards on a contested catch. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of receivers I like.
It's same. Like I've been saying the same thing too for like the longest time. Like New England just needs to get somebody that can go down the field and get the jump balls.
Yeah, but the thing is, Jared, at least y'all been drafting them. We've had to work at building our offensive line and our defensive line because it's been so fucking shit for so long. We can't take it anymore.
Timeout. Do you know the last? You want me to get into this last wide receiver that we thought that was going to go down the field for us? Because I will.
You talking about N'Keal Harry?
Yes, I'm talking about fucking N'Keal. I'm on.
Oh my god!
I'm on record. Hated that pick.
That is hilarious, bro.
Bruh. And somebody called into the radio today about the New England radio, and they were talking about Quentin Johnson being better than N'Keal Harry. I'm like, if you think about it, like if you really think about it, they're the same kind of player, kind of sort of, except Johnson runs the actual fucking route tree. That's my opinion.
How do you feel about the Patriots signing Juju and bringing who else they brought in there?
I think it was Mikey G.
Yeah, Mike G.
Yeah, the tight end.
Yeah, the tight end. Oh, good, Jaceki. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. I was telling Q this earlier. I think the whole Juju Jacoby Myers thing, like the Libra scale, basically, kind of, sort of, like your tattoo.
There you go.
So like you got Juju, you got Jacoby, and you got Jacoby, and you got Juju. You see what I'm saying? Like,
You think that wasn't what? You don't think Juju could be like a solid number one guy?
To an extent, yes, but like looking at the number wise and like more like into what people are saying, they're kind of like literally the same person, except Juju's more explosive, like after tackles. You see what I'm saying? Like Kobe may catch like a third and 5, right? As compared to Juju. Juju will catch the 3rd and 5 and turn it into like 15 extra yards.
Okay.
That's what everybody's saying.
I got you. I see what you're saying. He's more like a run after a catch guy. You get the ball in his hand, he makes plays.
Yeah, exactly. And I always wanted to draft Juju. I wanted him out of college, but Pittsburgh got him, and we're only 6 years late on it.
Only, yeah, right. Only
6 years late, because he had his first 4 in what you want to call it, in Pittsburgh. Then he had that one last year with Kansas City, and now this one. But yeah, only 6 years. But all right, Quinn, what you got for us?
Look, man. I'm wondering about the top 10.
Oh, the quarterbacks going in top 10?
Well, just the whole draft in general, just what's it like? Just how's it looking for each separate team that actually has the ability to go for a top 10 pick, just because there is some contention with the quarterbacks, but how many top 10 or how many teams that have top 10 picks are going to go for quarterbacks?
That's why me and Jake are on record for 1-2. 1-2 are going quarterback.
It's definitely quarterbacks 1-2. It's easy. That's an easy one.
Okay.
Yeah. 3, quarterback's not going at 3. Unless there's a trade. We'll get into that later. But Indy's
definitely going quarterback. Indy's going quarterback. There's going to be 3 in the top 4 picks. 3 of them are quarterbacks. And we know the first 2 are going to be CJ Stroud's going number 1 to Carolina. And then Bryce Young is going number 2 to Houston.
Yeah. That's what I was telling Quinn that too. I was like, Stroud is, in my opinion, the number 1. To me, honestly, because I was telling Quinn, like with Young being 5'10" and like $180, you're like 1 sack away from like getting knocked out the league. If we're being real, I think.
Yeah, you're right.
I feel like Stroud's body is more like built up to like the standard to taking those hits.
Yeah, but Bryce Young was taking those hits in the SEC.
He was. So who knows? We'll see. Fuck, Young could go at number 1.
Nah, CJ Stroud's going to Carolina, bro.
No, I wholeheartedly believe that too.
Yeah, CJ Stroud's going number 1, and then Bryce Young's going to go number 2, and then Arizona's going to do what they do, and then I personally think that the Colts are going to go with what's it called, with Anthony Richardson.
You think Indy takes Richardson at 4?
Yeah.
I can see that.
I think they're going to pair him because the offensive line didn't do that great last season. So they're going to need somebody who can buy time or make a play happen.
Fair enough.
You got him and Jonathan, and that's going to open up holes for Jonathan Taylor as well.
Fair enough.
And then on top of that, they don't really all they have over there is like Michael Pittman Jr. as a wide receiver anyway, And then you lost Paris Campbell. He's with the Giants now. So it's going to be interesting.
It is.
They need a playmaker. They can't afford to pick up Will Levis and then have nobody for him to throw to.
No, for real, because like I have heard.
You good, Jared?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the plane to go over. If y'all can hear it, but like it's literally just going right over my head. That's why I'm just waiting.
Yeah, I can't hear it. It's only you.
All right. Well, okay, so y'all can't hear the plane at all if it goes over? All
no,
right. Cool.
I don't hear it.
All right, cool, perfectly. All right, but anyways, I have heard that Levis sneaks into like the 4th pick.
I just don't see it. Like I don't see it anymore because like the more I'm looking at Indy, like, so what are you gonna do? You're just gonna have a rookie QB who's gonna hand the ball off 30 times a game to Jonathan Taylor?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I get Levis has a fucking arm. Like we saw that in the combine. Like I get he has an arm. Cool. But who you throwing the ball to?
Nobody. That's the thing. They can't afford to draft a distributor because they got nobody to distribute it to. I would say if like Tampa Bay had that pick Will Levis. Because you got skill players all around you. You're trying to get the ball to them.
Yeah. It'd be bombs away with Godwin and Mike Evans.
Yeah.
No, hands down.
So
do you think Seattle goes quarterback at 5?
No, they already locked down Geno Smith.
Do you think they draft a quarterback?
No, they don't draft a quarterback. Yeah, they don't draft a quarterback at all.
Who's their backup? Drew Lock?
I honestly don't know, but it doesn't matter right now. They're not worried. They're not going to draft for a backup at the 4 position.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I mean, at 5, they're not going to draft a QB at 5.
So you don't think they take a backup at all in the draft?
No.
Okay. I get it.
I think they're going to go straight defense.
I think they do too.
Because their defensive line and their front 7 killed them last year. They couldn't stop the run. So they're gonna go defense at 5. And then who's 6?
Detroit. Yes. They're gonna go defense too.
Yeah, I think they go defense as well.
They're
trying to because their offense scored points last season.
Yeah,
it's just that their defense couldn't really they couldn't really hold up much.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that right now. Like they're going straight defense. D-line, linebacker, DB. That's how they should address it.
I think they go DB first round. I think they go DB at 6. They're gonna get the best DB in the draft.
I think they go D-line. I think Jalen Carter falls to 5 or 6.
I think Jalen Carter's going to fall a lot farther than that.
I mean, I could see it. Because I see that he was only taking top visits, but I think that might just bite him in the ass too.
Yeah.
So I still think he falls like top 10, top 15 maybe.
I can see that.
Yeah. All right. Well,
who's 7?
7? Who is 7?
Quinn, can you pull up the draft order?
I'm doing that right now.
Look, Quinn on it. We sitting here with our thumbs in our ass.
Oh, Quinn, I need you to come on like for there now.
So we're in 2023, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So
We're at 7.
yeah, we're at 7. So you got
Chicago.
Carolina Panthers 1, Texans 2, Cardinals 3, Colts 4, Seahawks 5, Lions 6, Raiders are 7.
Raiders.
Falcons are 8, Bears are 9, Eagles are 10.
Okay. So Raiders are okay. Raiders. They're not going to go quarterback. They just signed Jimmy G
and Brian Hoyer.
Yeah, so there's no way they go quarterback at all. They're probably going to go defense or offensive line.
They have to go defense. Fuck the offensive line.
If they don't go defense, bro, the people of Las Vegas better riot. That is terrible. Jesus. But yeah. So
that's an easy pick. Falcons.
I can see the Falcons going quarterback, but I honestly think they're gonna tank this season and try to get Caleb Williams next year.
You heard me? Swallow the fucking bug.
Yeah.
What?
Swallow the fucking bug.
You swallowed a bug?
Yep.
Damn. How you gonna eat your family like that?
Fucking way she goes, boys.
I ain't hear what you said.
Nothing.
Do you know what kind of bug it was?
Probably a gnat.
Yeah.
Anyways, Atlanta. I mean, I don't think they draft a quarterback because they just drafted Desmond Ridder last year.
Yeah, I think I'll be honest. I think they tank. I think they tank and get it and try to go for Caleb Williams.
I mean, ESPN's saying they need to find players to surround the star tackle Grady Jarrett.
You know what I'm saying? Star tackle, star tackle, not a quarterback, a star tackle. Get out of here, bro.
Here's the thing.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Grady Jarrett.
Star tackle.
What else you got to miss me with? Grady Jarrett's not a tackle. He's a defensive tackle.
That's why it's funny because they say it's just a star tackle. Grady Jarrett. It's funny.
Article got it wrong.
Yeah. That's funny. Now the Bears, they traded the number 1 pick to the Panthers, it says.
The Bears got to go defense. They've already either that or offensive line. They probably go offensive line now that I'm thinking about it.
Roderick Jones, Harris Johnson, Peter. Which one?
I think they're going to get the guy from Ohio State.
So Paris Johnson.
Yeah, that's who they're going to get. They need to solidify that offensive line. And then you pair him with somebody who, I don't know if he played with Justin Fields, but he probably did. They already have chemistry. So that's good right there.
It's probably a freshman when Fields was there.
Yeah, but he was still there. But how many years has Fields been in the league? This is only his second year, right?
3 or 4 because he came in the year or a year before Mac. Yeah.
Has he really been in the league 3 years?
Yeah. Because he was
either time be rolling, son.
Yeah, son. I'm telling you, like he was either the draft before Mac Jones or he was with Mac Jones, Trevor, and Zach Wilson.
He was in that draft.
So yeah, about 3 years ago.
Yeah, this is going to be his 4th year coming up.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
I know.
And the number 10, Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, well, they're definitely not going quarterback.
Yeah,
No,
Jalen Hurts. They say Jalen Hurts. So
Jalen Hurts is the quarterback.
yeah. The
Jalen Hurts is
quarterback,
definitely the
they're not going
quarterback
to
for
go
the
for.
foreseeable future.
Yeah. Oh, hands down. Yeah, no doubt.
Good for them.
I think they either go I think they go linebacker, or they take this running back out of Texas. I think Jacob knows his name. The dude from Texas, the running back.
Oh man, I do know his name. What's his name? I know who
Robinson.
you're talking about. He's literally the best running back in the draft.
Like they're comparing him to Barkley.
Yeah, he's good. He really is. He's good.
Yeah, I saw his tapes, and yeah, he looked.
That's what I tell you what. If he can fall to the Bills, because I don't know anybody that's going to draft a running back that high.
Nope, shut up. It's not happening. We're not putting it in the reality. No, shut up.
Say, bro. I mean, you just got to realize, like, that's all they're missing. They need that and maybe another receiver.
Is it the Texas Longhorns?
Yeah.
So they got Jaden Blue, Killian Robinson.
Him.
Killian Robinson.
No, it's like Bijan Robinson. That's the run. That's the running back. I think it's either Texas or Tennessee. I think it's Texas though.
He's Texas.
Okay.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's Jaden Blue, Killian Robinson, Savion Red, C.J. Baxter, Jonathan Brooks, Colin Page, Kai Woods, Anton Simio, and that's from Texas this year.
Unless you just going by a different name, I don't know.
Hold on.
Because Tennessee's got Jabari Small or whatever. I don't know. I'm just looking up what they got.
Billion. I think it's something Robinson. It's one of them. It's either Bijan or the dude you said.
Yeah,
it's Bijan.
Bijan. I don't see Bijan, but hey, could be Texas A&M or something. I don't know.
No, it's Texas. It's probably because he's not on their roster anymore because he declared for the draft.
He announced he would be skipping his final 2 years of college football. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I think they honestly go running back Philadelphia. Either that or linebacker. I think honestly.
Yeah.
It says this dude is up there is remembered along Eric Campbell, Ricky Williams, and Cedric Benson and stuff like that. Like
yeah, he's really good.
In only 2 years.
Yeah, he
two.
Yeah.
That's kind of nuts.
Bijan's
dude's pretty nice. I saw his tapes.
Yeah, he's good. I gotta agree. And what's crazy is he's probably gonna get picked high and then never get paid.
Yeah, because running backs don't get paid like that.
Running backs don't get paid anymore. And then Zeke getting paid and then doing what he's done has completely ruined the running back market.
Yep. But all right, Jake. So Quinn's got a game for us. So Quinn, you want to go ahead and run that down?
Yes. So Jake, you're going to be the Cardinals GM, and trade calls have been coming in, just like not like crazy. Jared is going to be the GM of some of the other teams trying to trade up for the third pick.
Okay.
So after fielding some calls from Jared from different teams, you're not like, what would you would choose what you would feel like would be your best option or your best offer for the third round pick in your opinion?
For a third round or a first round?
For the third round with the Cardinals.
First. I think it's the first. Yeah, the third first overall.
The third overall pick.
In the first round of the draft, the third pick.
Third overall pick. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. With the Cardinals right now, this upcoming draft.
Okay.
All right.
So, first one I'm gonna start off with is Seattle calling up to trade up 2 spots.
Two spots from 5.
Yeah, to 3. We would offer the 5th spot and Drew Lock, basically, for your 3rd round. I mean, for your first overall. All right. The next one, I have Buffalo. Don't want to say like it happens, but I heard something earlier, thought about it. I was like, could be interesting. So Buffalo offers their first pick this year, their first overall this year.
What pick is that?
Mid to late 20s. We offer you the 2nd round pick that we have this year.
Okay.
The first pick next year, and the second rounder next year.
Okay, that's not bad.
We'll offer you those 4 picks for the 3rd spot and D-Hop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one kind of like fucked me up.
Okay. Okay.
And then what was the other one? Shit, I'm trying to think what the other one was.
Think of it. The Bills have the 27th pick in the first round.
Okay.
27?
Yes.
Okay. And they'll probably, if they get D-Hop, they'll probably get a 27 to 32 round pick anyway in the first round next year. So that's 2 late firsts and 2 second rounds.
Basically, yeah. For the third, and then I don't remember what the third trade was. Shit, I'm trying to think of what it was. I'm just gonna make one up off the top of my head. So we got Detroit calling for the 3rd spot. Y'all trade down 3 spots to what, 6?
Yeah.
And we offer you the 6th pick. And who else? Let me think.
I'll take that 18th pick too.
Oh yeah, I forgot y'all got the 2nd. I got picks. All right, so yeah, we'll offer those 2 first round picks. So those would be the 3 trades. We got Seattle with the 5th pick and Drew Lock. We got Detroit with the 2 first overall picks, and you got that blockbuster trade with Buffalo with the 2 first and the 2 seconds for D-Hop in the 3rd. Yeah, it made me think about this earlier too.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm definitely not trading with Seattle. They're in division.
Yeah.
Why would I trade? I don't have no use for Drew Lock. Kyler Murray's going to come back eventually, and Drew Lock's not enough to carry that team, even with D-Hop. So, no, definitely not Seattle. You could just as soon as I heard Seattle and then what you were giving me, I was like, oh yeah, throw it off the board. And then that Bills one interests me. But at the same time, we need D-Hop. I know he wants to be out. Can the relationship be repaired? Is it irreparable? If you can't do that, then I would probably go with that one. The Detroit one sounds nice, but and I am trying to load up on players, but I can get more back possibly with that. However, if the relationship can be repaired with D-Hop and you can convince him to want to stay and play, 100%, then I could see trading with Detroit just moving back 3 and getting an extra first round pick this season and this draft, and maybe grab another receiver to get some pressure off of D Hop. Maybe get an offensive lineman because your offensive line isn't all that great. And then maybe some defense. You can always use defense. Everybody could.
Yeah.
So, but outside of getting another wide receiver, I just don't see. Like, if I get it at 6, like, who am I going to go with at 6? Who's off the board already? What am I looking for?
So I was thinking at 6, they could either one could grab Jalen Carter to either A, pair for JJ Watt's retirement, or pairing Jalen Carter with Aiden Hutchinson. That's what I think. And then they were the people I was watching earlier. It was Good Morning Football. We, basically, from what you said, is basically like how they ran down everything to what could happen, just like certain things that would happen. But I also think that whoever goes to 3, if it's not quarterback, they're going Will Anderson. I think if it's going to be a defensive team that needs a defensive team, like, asset, I think it's going to be Will Anderson at 3.
Who's their head coach now?
Who?
For Arizona.
I don't know.
I forgot who they hired.
It was I think somebody out of college.
I know that Cliff Kingsbury's gone. I just can't remember who they hired.
Jonathan Gannon.
Oh, it's
Yeah, Jonathan Gannon.
Okay.
Is that Rich Gannon's son?
I don't know. I think he's from college, though. That's all I know. And I know Georgia's offensive coordinator went to Baltimore.
I just want to know. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
It's not a last name you hear a lot.
Really not. It's kind of like a southern thing, kind of sort of sounds like.
No.
Well, said he paved his way to the Cardinals head coaching position by doing like a top 10 Eagles defense in 2022. And that's all they say that he did to deserve that.
He was the Eagles DC last year.
Yes.
Oh, that guy.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely going to go with Anderson Jr. then.
Now that we think about it, yeah, hands down. He may not even trade out of the 3 spot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that changed everything now.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I wasn't thinking about who the head coach was.
Yeah, I wasn't sure who it was either. But all right, well, shit. Jake, you want to add anything?
No, man. I think this is good. We can start doing it like this and get more videos out there, get more out there, and all that.
Yep, we got a little short out now. We got our first interview out now.
Yep.
Got our first guest.
Yeah.
That shit was fun. I'm not gonna lie. Wish you could have been there, Jake. Not gonna lie.
Oh, it's cool. I had things I was doing.
Yeah, I know you had some.
Dog.
But Quinn, do you want to add anything from the interview before we end it?
Nah, guys, definitely go and check out the Happies, obviously. They were a great group of guys. Awesome to talk to them and to learn stuff from them. And thankful for them to even take the time to come on to this podcast about football to do a little bit of a different spin, It was really awesome.
On top of that, learned about Sanchez's grandpa playing for Argentina.
Yeah, he played right before Maradona and them in the 50s. That's lit. He paved the way for people like that. That's awesome.
Pretty cool.
It really is. Like that's part
pretty
of
cool.
Actual history of the different football too. It's cool how it all comes back together, full circle type thing sometimes,
Oh yeah.
It's really cool.
Hell yeah. Well, shit. All right, Jake, you want to end it for us?
But all right, well, like I said, we're gonna get these videos out more. We're gonna get more on social, start moving. Hopefully get some more guests, more interviews, and we'll bring y'all more after the huddle.
Hands down. We're on social media now, definitely on YouTube now. So give us a look.
Yes, indeed. Thank you all very much for your time.
All right, y'all. Thanks for coming on.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Guys.